of course, they are former COSAFA. Of course, they are one of the regions here in Africa. They're champions. They're 2023 champions. They also have a significant good position on the world FIFA rankings, you being 15. They should be around 69 on the FIFA rankings, if I'm not wrong. What have you heard about them? And how do you see that game panning out tomorrow?
Yeah, I had the pleasure of coaching Tabitha Chawinga at Lyon, and you know, she's an amazing player. But the reality is that you know, African teams are very, very difficult to play against, because they obviously have their national pride, and they come together. When they come together, they're very difficult in terms of playing against. But you know, that's why we're here. You know, for us to experience these opportunities to play against teams that probably you know, are a little bit unorthodox. They're not as structured as a lot of the European teams. And for us, it's a great lead-in for our World Cup campaign. But you know, I think that the great thing is for us to experience this, and you know, we thank FIFA and we thank the Kenyan FA for putting all this together, and with the help of the High Commission, you know, to make this happen in a really significant way for us is really important.
Your Excellency, this is huge in terms of sports tourism between these two countries. You can imagine, of course, the interest from Australia, from Malawi, from India, all those, of course, from Kenya. Now we're having these top stars. There is a huge impact that will come out of this. And of course, going into the future, it will create a lot of conversations, a lot of interest in both countries. How do you see that?
Well, we have a very strong relationship already. There are a lot of Kenyans in Australia. As you were saying, there are Australians in Kenya. So those people-to-people links are already strong. But there's no doubt, you're absolutely right, that sport does generate a lot of benefit to the economy, including through tourism. And if we have teams like the Tillies continue to come to places like Kenya, I think we will see that grow. And the real benefits of that tourism go to the communities that they visit, they interact with, and the cultural experiences that they have. Tourism in Kenya has huge potential to grow, and Australians are great travellers. So one of the conversations that I have with government is, how can we continue to stimulate that interest, and how can we promote quality tourism in your country so that you get more Australians coming here to experience the culture. And I'm sure that the exposure that this tournament gets in Australia will encourage people to think more about coming to places like Kenya. But when they do so, we encourage them to look at our travel advice, we encourage them to travel safely, and we encourage them to travel with reputable tourist operators. So there's my plug for safe tourism as well.
Indeed, that's important, of course.